There are seasons that feel like silence, seasons where you have prayed and prayed again, and the heavens feel still, where you have trusted and waited and believed, and yet the answer has not come. It can feel like God has forgotten you, like your prayers are rising, but nothing is moving. But what if I told you that this silence, this deep, aching quiet, is not emptiness? What if the very stillness you are walking through is the sound of something sacred being prepared, something only God can build, something worth every moment of the wait? And yet, if we are honest, the waiting is not easy. There are moments when doubt creeps in like a cold wind, when you begin to wonder if God is truly good, if He truly sees you, if your faith has been enough. That struggle is real. It is not weakness. It is the honest cry of a heart that loves God and longs for His answer. But you are not alone in this. Joseph waited in a prison cell. David hid in caves before his crown. Abraham walked decades before the promise was held in his arms. Even the most faithful walked through darkness before the dawn. God has never once abandoned those who trust in Him.
The hardest part of waiting
Is that we cannot see what God is doing behind the scenes. We judge His faithfulness by what is visible, but heaven has never depended on what human eyes can see. Seeds grow long before they break the surface. A masterpiece is shaped long before it is revealed. And many of God's greatest miracles began in complete silence. The cross looked like defeat before it became salvation. The empty tomb was preceded by a silent Saturday. Sometimes God's greatest work happens in places where no one is watching, including you.
Waiting does something that instant answers never could.
It teaches surrender. It strips away our illusion of control. Little by little, we stop trusting our own timetable and begin trusting God's character. Because faith is not believing that God will do exactly what we expect. Faith is believing that whatever He does will be good, even if we do not understand it yet. Perhaps today you are praying for healing, for restoration, for a breakthrough, for someone you love, or simply for God to speak. Do not mistake His silence for His absence. The shepherd has never abandoned his sheep. Even when you cannot hear His voice, His hand is still guiding your steps. The path may feel hidden, but it has never been forgotten. One day, you may look back on this very season and realize that the waiting was never punishment. It was preparation. God was strengthening your faith, deepening your dependence, building the character that your future blessing would require. The answer was not delayed because God stopped caring. It was delayed because His timing was writing a better story than you could imagine. So, if heaven feels silent today, do not lose heart. Keep praying, keep trusting, keep walking, because the God who seems quiet is often working the hardest. His silence is not empty, it is full of unseen purpose, and when the time is right, you will discover that He was with you every single moment of the wait.